Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I know I've been gone quite a while. It's been probably a month and a half since I made a video, which I've got a couple explanations for, which we'll get into later. But right now we're going to do a couple things to the Aprilia again, and let's take a look at what we're going to do. Alright, so what we're going to do today is one of the previous videos we put the tank pads on. Now I've got the rear pad to go on. It's kind of more of a protector really to keep you from scratching your tank. It does add some, I guess you would call traction to the tank where it's slick. So we'll go ahead and get that on there. And also I've got the plates that cover up where the rear sets, the rear pegs that came off the bike were. We have those. We'll go ahead and get those on. It's a real simple job. This obviously all you need is a little bit of alcohol to clean the tank before you put it on. If it's cold, it's a good idea to stick it in the sun or something, heat it up a little bit before you put it on. The peg covers, it's pretty simple. You just need a ratchet. You're going to need a little blue Loctite as always for the bolts, and it is a 2.5 millimeter hex head socket, Allen head socket, whatever you want to call it. So that's all you're going to need to do those. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you want to do before you put your tank pad on is make sure you have the area clean of any grease or dirt before you apply it. I just take just regular denatured alcohol, use like a cotton swab that usually has like no lint, so it doesn't stick onto the tank. But just put a little bit on a cotton swab, cotton pad, whatever you want to call it, and just apply it to the tank where you're going to put it at. And then as soon as you finish, just give it a little time for all the alcohol to evaporate, and then you can apply the pad. Once the tank is dry, take your pad and just hold it up, kind of test fit it where you think you want to put it, and then we'll peel our pad off and put it on. Like I said, I had this sitting in the sun for a while so it could heat up. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so what you have is you have two covers like this that'll pop in and cover the hole that's in the fairing where you remove the rear pegs. So all you have to do, they're both the same. There's no difference in either one of them. Is just kind of work it up in here. They'll only go one way, and then you just pop it in and it'll stay in there by itself. Then take your bolt that you have, as always, Loctite. Put some a little bit of blue Loctite on your bolt. And screw it in. Tighten it down. It's not, you don't have to crank down on it because it's barely, you know, not holding any weight. You're just trying to keep it from falling out. And there you go. Let's switch over and do the other side. Okay, so same thing in this side. These only go one way to match the curvature of your hole. Pop it in there. Take your bolt. Put just a little bit of blue Loctite on it. Like I said, remember, you don't have to crank these in there. It's just a piece of plastic you're trying to hold in, so it doesn't have to be torqued down. Like so. Wipe off any Loctite that you may have on there. Like so. And that's it. Let's see if I can get a little better look at them from behind. There's that side, and there's that side. And yes, as you can see, my tag is expired. So let's talk about this. Okay, so first let's talk about why I haven't made a video in 6 weeks, 7 weeks, whatever it is. First of all, work's just been really busy. That's kind of kept me busy on that side. The other thing is I've had a bad lower back problem for a long time, and it had flared up, and to be real honest with you, I couldn't ride, felt like I could barely even get out of bed and function. So that kind of kept me messed up for a few weeks. But the real reason I haven't been riding much lately or doing any moto vlogs is I cannot get this motorcycle registered, which sounds stupid, but here's the reason why. So when I bought this motorcycle, I bought it in California. I bought it online from an Aprilia dealer in California. So I financed about 30%. Most of this motorcycle I paid off, so I do have a loan on it. The motorcycle was shipped to me. I received the motorcycle with no tag. I called the dealer and asked them why I didn't have a temporary tag, and they informed me because I didn't buy the motorcycle in California, that I couldn't have a temporary tag, that I would just have to go down and transfer it, which, okay, no big deal. I'll just take it to Texas, to the DMV here in Austin, and transfer the title and get it done. So when I started to go do that, COVID was going on real heavy at the time. You couldn't hardly get into a DMV. You had to call, make appointments. So I had reached out by email to someone in the Texas DMV. They asked me what paperwork I had on the motorcycle, which was bill of sale, the contract where it's financed, and basically that's it. They told me that I would need the title or the MSO, the Manufacturer Certificate of Origin, MCO, whatever it is, from Aprilia. So I reached back out to the dealer. The dealer told me they don't give out an MSO. Then I had to reach out to the finance company and ask them, okay, I need the title on the vehicle, which I already knew. You know, I don't have the title because the motorcycle's not paid off, it's financed. So I reached out to the finance company. They told me that I would have to get a request for title from the Texas DMV. So I reached out to Texas again, and they told me that they could send the form, but they couldn't fill it out. They would send it to the finance company. So I had to reach back out to the finance company. The finance company told me they didn't fill it out, that the DMV had to fill it out, or I could go to the DMV and talk with someone to figure out what to put on it properly for them to send the title, because they informed me that they don't hold a paper title on it. They hold a digital title until California releases it to them if they request it. So this whole time we're going back and forth, back and forth. If you've ever dealt with the DMV or the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, wherever you live, everything takes forever, and COVID didn't help. So in the meantime, I would just get a 30-day temporary tag so that I could ride the motorcycle. Well, I went down, so I mean, long story short, I'm frustrated with the whole thing. I'm just kind of over trying. I'm emailing the state, emailing the finance company, trying to figure out what to do. They're telling me one thing, the finance company's telling me something else. So I kind of just got pissed off with the whole thing and thought, screw it, I'm just gonna run it on temporary tags for now. When things calm down, I'll get back to it. So I went down here recently to get another tag because my temporary tag had expired, and Texas told me, you've been issued 3 temporary tags, that's all we will issue for the life of the vehicle. So now I can't even drive it because I can't get a temporary tag. So it's a long-winded story, I know, it sucks. I'm just gonna have to take the time off work, go to the DMV, make an appointment, try to figure out what's going on. But anyway, in a nutshell, that's what's been going on. That's kind of where I've been. So, but hopefully we can start making some videos again. I'm not for sure what all we'll do on the Aprilia until I get that straightened out. I do have the Groms. I still need to do some more work on those. Maybe we'll mess with those or whatever. We'll figure it out. But anyway, that's it. That's what we're gonna do. You know, that's what we did to the bike today. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And thanks for watching the video. If you did like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. And I'll see you soon. Thanks.